Well, good Wednesday evening to everyone. It is good to see you, and it is good to be seen by you. And me, the person who is happy to be doing the seeing and happy to be seen by, is Bill Sylvie, aka the Dungeon Delver, coming to you live on a Wednesday evening. And I hope you are all doing absolutely fantastic. Welcome to the show, everyone. Welcome to the show. Um, we've got some fun in store for you tonight because it's going to be like doubly fun for me because one, I'm bringing you guys a great show, and two, I don't have to do anything because my co-host Kyle Schuant is going to be running the program tonight. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend. He's bad, he's beautiful. You know him, you love him. He will be here with us in just a minute, along with a fine group of people just waiting to get turned into a thin red slurry inside his fun house of fun. Anyway, we're going to be getting to that in just a few minutes. Tomorrow night, we're just kind of going to be we may throttle the engines all the way back and put the flaps all the way out and just kind of coast, you know, just boom and zoom at 38,000 and not worry about things. I'll put on the autopilot, come back in the cabin and mingle with you guys. But we'll see. We'll have to see. Friday night, we got to get serious again because Friday night, of course, is Gamma World night. We're going to be playing some Gamma World. So I hope everybody is looking forward to that. But let me ask you a little favor. I got a little bit. Sean G says this never works. It works for me. I see you over there on Twitter, Sean G. Sometimes it doesn't come up over here, but I see you over there on Twitter. Anyway, just one little house cleaning thing also that I want to mention. Those of you that have been following the show since at least July-ish, I think, maybe not even that far back. Maybe it was August. I honestly don't recall. I just wanted to let you know. I have not yet decided on the recipient for the AD&D library. I got a lot of folks to consider, and I'm thinking about it. Trust me, when I reach a decision, I will let you guys know I have reached a decision. I am not going to reveal the names of the person who got the stuff. I will share pictures of the books being packed up, labeled, because our friends at Gaxland Games are going to be providing the shipping to where they're going to be going. And so you will know that they went out, trust me. But for people who have reached out to me and said, oh, have you decided yet? No, I have not decided yet. So that is that is what is going on that front. So just so you know, I just want everybody to know. Jack, I'm going to announce my decision the first week of December, brother. So there's some time yet. But anyway, welcome Sean G, Daniel Rowan, Odd Scimitar, let's see, Robert Phillips, Christopher Sims, Dave Synth, Rabbit Wrangler, good to see you, Michael Dale. Yes, we will just kick it back, and Jack, good to see you. So I'm seeing most people have gathered in the back room there, and I know they're champing at the bit to get going. We're on the clock for Kyle now, so I'm gonna just dispense with any further formalities because Kyle's here to put us back on schedule. Everybody, welcome my co-host, the one and only Kyle Schuant. Kyle, how the heck
Hello,
are
boys and girls. I drank all this to get ready.
Oh my God. Was that
So I'm ready.
That Uzo?
No, it's schnapps.
Oh my. We're in for fun tonight. Hot time in the old town tonight. All right. Kyle,
I'm just taking the piss. It's 11 o'clock in the morning here. That might be a bit excessive. So, one time on a train back from Adelaide back to Melbourne, it was 8:30 in the morning when the train left, and they're going around giving out breakfast stuff, and the coffee and tea trolley comes around, and the lady asks the guy what he would like, and he says, "Oh, I'd like a vodka and orange, please." And she looked a little bit surprised and said, "Well, yes, we do have that." Obviously they normally bring that trolley out in the afternoon, but she went and got him one, and he just consistently had a drink every hour through the day. So he's obviously very well experienced in drinking, knew just how much to have to keep the blood alcohol level at a good level all day.
Yeah, but that's like an 82,000-mile train trip. What the hell else is there to do rolling across Central Australia?
It's 10 hours.
Yeah.
10 hours. Yeah. Well, I read a book myself, but, and looked out the window at the scenery. It's Australia, so it was like, oh, look, some yellow grass.
Right. Kind of like going through Nebraska or like northern Arizona at like any time between like May and September in the United States. So anyway, Kyle, shall I open the gates and let the victims into the arena?
Let the beast in.
All right. Okay, everybody. We have our stable of gamers, or our unstable of gamers, as the case may be tonight. I think we can keep that. Everybody, please welcome Vinny. And I'm going to warn you, he's not a Bartolo. He's not. It says so right on his driver's license. As Vinny Finnegan.
Hey, greetings.
We have, of course, let's see, who is this? We have Lord Coron joining us as Dougal Maxon, and he could, this could not be more stereotypical Scottish D&D if like his green screen was in fact a tartan.
I like it.
I'm glad.
Howdy,
you
everybody.
Do, you're stuck with it. Let's see here. I got so many tabs and not a huge amount of screen real estate to work with. You guys, you gotta bear with me. Let's see, who else do we got here? We have TB Flowers as Shonuff Midland.
Kill me last.
And of course, it's not Monday, it is in fact Wednesday. So we have Kanek as what is that? I can't make that out. Shanana, I think that is her character's name. Can you do the Bowser voice there, Kanek? Anyway, so I also am playing. I am not a floating head in an icon. But I am an icon with a floating head, and I will be playing Bob the fighter tonight. So anyway, Kyle, your aircraft.
Cheers. All right, so this is the little village from which the party is starting their adventures. For those who didn't catch the last stream, so they've been sent to this village to clear the surrounding hexes of monsters so that the Earl of Pfaffenberg can build his stronghold here and claim the land for his own. And why should he go around killing all these monsters himself when he can just hire adventurers to do it for him? In fact, he doesn't even pay the adventurers, they pay him. Half of all treasure won goes to him.
It's a damn shame we didn't win any treasure out there, right, boys?
We took all those casualties we couldn't have, right?
The men-at-arms saw you pulling the gold out of the purses of the slain bugbears. So they'll report to the advocate, who then sort of will keep an account. He says, it doesn't all have to be paid at once, but at some point, the bill will come due. So he understands that when you get started, there'll be operating expenses and all that. You've got to get started, but at some point, you're going to have to pony up the coin. But note that no mention was made of the magical stuff that you might pull up. It's just the coins and gems.
All right.
I'm glad the Count of Pfaffenberg invests in small businesses.
All right. So I believe last week our order of business was to return to town. Yeah.
Yeah, you returned to town. We didn't
Okay.
bother rolling for wandering monsters on the way back or anything.
And thank
you had
goodness.
returned to town. It has been a week in the town as well, so everyone is healed up.
Okay.
Even if there's no magical healing, just the natural healing will do that, because you heal 1 hit point a day, and then at the end of a week, 1 hit point per day of complete rest, and then at the end of a week you get your constitution bonus, if any. Well, so that's 7 hit points back for everyone, which I think, because you're first level, that'll do it.
That puts me one shy, but whatever. I'm gonna go see the
One
Earl.
shy, so somebody gives you a bowl of chicken soup, and that's good for +1 hit points.
Good chicken soup. I'm gonna go see the Earl because I want to know if
He's
they're
a 2-day journey down to the south.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The advocate.
I wish to go see the advocate and ask of him, y'all paying bounty per monster killed?
Let's see. Look up my advocate in the village hall. Yopwald, that's his name. Yopwald says, no, the bounty is simply the treasure that you win.
Oh, what you want me to do with this bag full of bugbear ears and one head?
Do as you wish with them.
All right.
Please do it outside.
I walk back outside. I take 2 steps off his porch and just dump it out and keep walking.
They're wild dogs. It'll be gone.
Yeah.
Your drunken men-at-arms friend, Pierre, he comes up and he picks up the bugbear head. He's taking it off to the courier. He wants to get it stuffed and mounted. Put it up in the tavern.
Good for you. That'll look great in your den.
He drunkenly claims it as his own kill. That's what he's going to be boasting to everyone at the tavern. Nobody will believe him, but that's what he'll boast.
Whatever. If he gets him out of hot water with his old lady, he can have it.
Gonzalo, this is not Greyhawk. This is just random hex generation. It's a crawl of hexes. I rolled them all up randomly.
Yes.
So that's the map of the village. We can also see let's stop that. I really wish StreamYard would just let us slide between one and the other. But anyway.
Yeah.
Make it easier. Anyway, so that's the map of the known world for the PCs.
Okay, we really didn't even get far out of town.
No,
you did. You just went 1 hex out, so it's like 3 miles out, and you slew 9 bugbears.
We were headed towards the caves, as I recall.
Yeah.
And I believe in the Discord it was mentioned that the bugbears probably originated from that hex.
Or
based on they weren't traveling.
further on, you weren't sure. You weren't sure where they came from, that hex, or from
right
further afield.
But it was a large
But
party without a lot of gear, so they probably didn't come from
they
far.
didn't have a lot of gear, so I mean, they didn't have traveling gear with them. They just had like half a day's food or something like that.
Okay.
So-
okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah, we only got like a handful of weapons from them. I think
Yeah.
9 pikes.
And they could have
Yeah.
easily traveled a few hexes because it's only 3 miles across.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Bob will at some point in the week. Bob will call everybody over to a nice shady spot under a tree somewhere and say, "All right, y'all listen up. I've been carrying this heavy ass bag of coins around. I know my knots and my ones, so I reckon it's 27 gold each for us. Not counting what Mr. Fancy Pants over there wants of it." Pointing at the advocate's general direction.
Did we pay the higher
You have not
men
yet
at
paid
arms?
the men at arms. They're supposed to be paid a silver a day.
Would it be a good idea to go ahead and pay them?
and advance some wages. I think maybe.
Yeah,
All right, everybody
considering-
Annie in a gold piece. I think that'll keep them on our side for a little while.
Oh
I'm
yeah, that's
perfectly
20
fine
gold
with
piece
that.
is 20 silver, so that's 20 days.
Yeah.
Agreed. So everybody gets 26.
Bill,
Yep.
someone says you sound like Granny Hawkins in Outlaw Jersey Wales.
Ooh. My dear companions, might I also suggest that those of you with weapons of steel, maybe we should pool our resources together, and since my life depends upon your survival, we sharpen them.
Yeah. So in the village, there's a few things that you can spend money on to tighten up the party, so to speak, if you wish. One is that you can go to the, as Shaunoff said, you can go to the blacksmith, and for half the cost of your weapon, you can get the weapon sharpened, so it'll be +1 in your next combat. It's not magical, but it's +1 in your next combat. An extra good.
How long does that last? Is it just one combat and then you get dull?
One combat.
Ah, okay.
The other thing is you could go and you could better equip your men at arms. So the blacksmith, she can make daggers and spears, but not swords. And she can make simple metal helms, which grant +1 AC to those otherwise not in armor, or those just in padded or leather armor. You can also go, the furrier and the tailor between them can make leather armor for your men at arms. And so spears and daggers and leather armor and helms will all be as the prices in the player's handbook, will be normal prices. You can also go to the Temple of Freya, and you can get yourself holy water and oil.
Can't I make holy holy water?
To make holy water, you need a big, expensive.
Oh,
font.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I need it.
a font is like 500 gold pieces, and you need someplace
Yeah,
to
and
put
it's
it.
very, very large. Yeah.
Yeah, it's large.
Teflon's titanium coated.
I wonder if I can rent their font. Just kidding. I'll make holy water. I'll share it with you for a discounted price.
Yeah, like renting somebody's catering kitchen. You go up to
Hey,
the food truck in
I
your
mean-
neighborhood and say, "Hey, look, can I make tacos in your food truck for a bit?"
Hey, you never know. It's enterprising.
No, they will make it for you or sell you some from their stocks.
Well, Bob has had them.
How common is
common?
it to encounter vampires?
You better hope not very.
Increasingly more common the more we talk about it as players.
Yeah.
No, the monsters have all been rolled up. So
It just
If
so
there are
happens
vampires,
that's the
there are
monster of the
vampires.
night.
If there are monsters, if there are vampires in this area, there are vampires in this area. If there are not, there are not. I've rolled up each and every one of those hexes already. Oh, sorry, me and my son Zach have rolled it up already.
Uh-oh. Zach's on the
Oh,
case.
that's right. The deity Zach.
Zach the Great.
Zach the Almighty and all-knowing.
He's at school at the moment, but I can hear him in the background just nodding with a little smile. But yeah, Zach the Great.
All right, so how much to kit out our militiamen in full gear and spear,
Well,
Yeah.
like others?
I'm thinking we either kit out the militiamen or we get like
'Cause we'd like the town people to survive and be happy with us. Although we do want them to die first.
Uh-oh.
well, leather mail is leather armor is 5 gold, and
So
a
that's
spear is 1
25.
gold, so that's 6.
So we could do that.
And where's a
So we have what, 26 gold apiece?
and a small helm is 10 gold, so that would be 16 gold.
I'll donate my entire share to it.
That'd be 16 gold each.
So we
there
have
were-
5 of
there
these
were
people, so
5 men at arms, yeah. 5 men at
I-
arms
I-
plus Scurfer, the blacksmith's
well, one
son,
of them,
who
one of
went
us has his
unpaid.
own armor, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So we really only need
Yeah, the young
You've
lad.
actually got 6.
4.
So there's actually
Oh.
6 because Scurfer, the blacksmith's son, he comes along as a volunteer.
So I
And,
forgot my share.
So he doesn't need any extra gear. So there's actually 6. So if you wanted to do all 6, well, 16 gold each. That would be 96 gold.
That's fine. I'll throw
I'm-
in my share.
I'm going to say, hey, I mean, we're ponying up a lot of stuff here for these people to keep them alive.
We're not going to live to see it.
We, I think they should, help a little bit here more than just being a body. I'm just saying. I mean, we're investing in them. They have to do quid pro quo back.
What do you want from them?
Well, they didn't get a share of any of the spoils. They just got what we're paying them.
We can count
Yeah.
some of this against their payment, maybe.
Well, I'd be willing to think that maybe a silver every other day.
No, you still got to
Because
pay them
we're-
silver
we're-
day because they're risking their lives.
Well,
Yeah,
but
I'm-
I mean, we're making it more likely that they're going to survive.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way. So if you can't, you don't go to soldiers in the regular army and go, "Hey, look, we've just given you a plate carrier to wear on your
We're
vest,
talking.
and
This
we've
is
upgraded your
insurance.
helmet.
It's
We've
insurance.
upgraded your helmet, so that's $200 off, less a month off your wages." Sorry.
Well, it's insurance.
It makes
Yeah.
it sound like Amazon or Microsoft execs going up to the employees. Do you really need to be paid every week? I mean, I'm good with throwing in my fair share.
Hey, fellas, your subscription's up on your armor. Pay again.
Safi, this is a good way to get slaughtered in our sleep at night on our way back to town after a
Fine.
particularly successful adventure.
Fine.
Oh yeah, our bosses didn't make it. No.
Fine.
I'm
Just like
floating
all the
up on
others.
my wings. How did I get up here, and why am I all of a sudden a spirit?
Yeah.
I mean, this is real life accountant in me, bargaining, but fine.
It's an initial investment.
Well,
I
no,
mean,
they're
they're
not
assets.
mercs,
We have
Gonzalo.
depreciation. All of this stuff going on here.
They're the
I'm
militia
looking
of their
after my own
town.
asset.
So the militia of the town are quite happy to give their lives for the village itself from behind the palisade walls, right? So any monsters come up to the palisade walls, they'll all rush to the walls and they'll happily shed their blood for the sake of the village. Now, going outside the walls to go out and seek trouble, that's another matter. It might actually protect the village better long term, but they don't necessarily see it that way. I mean, they're farmers. In the real world history, the third, as they called it, the local militia, they didn't get paid if they just went out for a day, but there were only so many days of service a year they had to give. I can't remember what it was, varied from place to place and time to time. But if they stayed out overnight, they had to be paid. So lords just used to take them out for a day's travel or half a day's travel, quick battle, and then come back. They optimized it. But yeah, that would just clear one hex around. They need a bit more.
Okay, so what was the total then out of the 135?
96 gold.
Okay.
Who's the party treasurer?
You want me to be? I've got it on my thing if needed.
I already have a
Actually, that would be a
spreadsheet
good
open.
idea.
Okay. Well, it never hurts to have more than one. We can confirm.
Yeah, let's
Checks and
let's
balances.
leverage the player's real world skills. Sappy's the accountant.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I don't know about the real world skills of the rest of you, but anyway.
Can't tell you my real world skills.
Yeah, what are they?
He'd have to kill us all.
Okay. You have a particular set of skills.
The skills we picked up
Alright.
over a very long period of time.
Okay,
A very long
Mr.
period of time
Skills
rolling
that make
dice.
me.
Mr. Game Master.
Yes.
Can I pick up a light riding horse and tack and harness in the town?
Your strength must be good if you're asking that question.
There may or may
That's
not be
such a
one
dad
available.
joke.
Okay.
How can we treat it? Make a saving throw. That's D&D's luck roll.
Alrighty, fair enough.
Save versus magic.
It's now a magic horse.
Gonna be a straight roll. Not tonight. No
Yeah,
horses.
so there aren't any riding horses available around here. They
I wondered about
got
that.
oxen. They've got oxen and plow horses.
Okay.
Would it be possible to send messengers back to our 2-day origin to
Yes.
purchase for us? Okay, good to know.
So raft comes up and down about once a week. So whenever it comes with the occasional new settler, and then the occasional person who's had enough of the place leaves, and it comes with messages and so on and so forth. A little bit of trade goes up and down the river too, but not much because this place doesn't produce much.
One question I meant to ask earlier about the town: is there a primary export?
Well, at the moment, not much, because at the moment,
Right, okay.
it's enough work just to feed themselves. So at the moment, it's just foodstuffs and a little bit of wool. I mean, there might be, for all you know, there's a massive silver mine up in the hills waiting to be exploited. But these guys aren't doing it because the place is surrounded by monsters. Thus, somebody wanting you to clear them out.
Exactly.
All right. No point in sitting around town. We're all as healed up as we're going to get. Somebody go get them hammer swingers. Let's get out there and get us some more loot.
So we've upgraded our militia. Do we want to head back the way we came and go towards those hills? Is that what we're after?
Could we use an ox to carry bags and such, or not really?
I was looking at
No, not really an ox. You can't really put something on its back. It can drag a cart. but then you
or a
have to get the
sled.
cart. Yeah, or a
If
sled.
we're not far from town, we could always send someone back to retrieve a beast of burden and
But
potentially.
you've also got 6 mules too in the. It's just that they're bipedal.
Yeah.
And in
Oh, this
leather
is true.
now.
Funny.
Hey, look, at one point, Roman history, so when Marius was a general, the legionaries were referred to as Marius's mules because he loaded them down with so much gear and stuff to carry on their marches. So it's long. It's a big traditional part of history that you get soldiers to carry all the junk, days of food, and all the rest. But I mean, what have you got to carry anyway?
Hopefully
Well,
lots,
we're
but nothing yet.
planning. We're planning. We're gonna get like the
Oh, okay.
big loot thing.
In case you loot is like when it's like a big golden throne or something, and it's just gold covered. It's worth like 20,000 gold as it is, or you could strip the gold off and it's worth 500 gold. You're like, damn it, we've got to take it. But it weighs 1.2 tons. We're gonna take it. Will it fit in my bag of holding? Oh no. Yeah, I'm familiar with the mindset. Okay, which way are you going to go? So
I
you'd
think
originally
going
heard-
back the original way has got to be the best way.
Yeah, we had
right?
started to head toward the caves and we never made it because we encountered
Yeah, I
the
was going to say,
bugbears.
let's see if we can make it to the caves.
Yep.
So we have a path that we've mowed. So we're gonna continue on the mowing.
Yeah, you could probably, you might even still find the bugbear bodies there. It's a week later. They won't have been totally consumed.
I'm
by
sure
wildfire.
they're pretty stripped. It's just gonna be bones.
What are the chances of their cousins or family members showing up?
Don't know. I don't know. How sentimental are bugbears? Are bugbears like the inbred hillbillies out in all those movies? You killed
Yeah.
my family. That was my brother. Also my
The-
cousin and my nephew.
The hills have eyes by way of AD&D. All right, let's
Let's head
let's
that
roll
way.
out.
All right. So you roll out and you head to the northeast. Okay. Make a wandering monster check. 2d6.
Who
I'll
feels
try this.
luckiest? That's you.
Well, first
I'll
roll
try
for the weather.
this.
Roll for the weather. So someone roll a d6 for the weather.
I got it.
Oh, okay.
2.
2. Okay. It's a cold and drizzly day.
Nice. I put my
Reduces
hood
your
up.
visibility a bit.
I put my hood up.
Okay. And
Also mutes
so
noise a little bit.
The 2d6 wandering monster check.
2d6.
That is a 5, Kyle.
Okay, so you're wandering out onto the grassy plains in the light drizzle, and you don't see any monsters or anyone else about. Up ahead, you can see some crows spiraling around, and ravens spiraling around, and that must be where we left the bugbears. And you approach, you see the bugbear remains that have been obviously picked at by some sort of wild animals,
Mm-hmm.
but there are none around as you approach in the drizzle. They have not been completely consumed, but yeah. It's a bit messy and
Wow.
smelly.
I mean, it's been a week. I thought they would have been clean.
Bugbear's not good eating.
Hey,
Only one way to find out.
if you're hungry.
You got to be really hungry.
In Italy, they have a saying: "Il fame è più meglio condimento." It means hunger is the best condiment. So everything tastes
So I
good
guess
with
they
enough.
did ketchup packets.
Yeah. So yeah, those deceased bugbears.
Any obvious tracks of people that have been there since we were there? I assume we're in the grasslands and large swaths of grass might be.
Yeah, you don't see any obvious tracks, but again, there's this light drizzle going on, and it has rained at some point during the week you were
Right.
here, so a lot would have been washed away. Because it's long grass, if there's if there's like a column of people, it will lead a trail that'll last at least a few hours.
Right.
But yeah, you don't see anything obvious.
Shall we carry on, companions?
Indeed.
Onward.
Okay. So which way are you heading from here? Northeast.
I guess sort of east now along the river, up towards the
So
mountains.
along the river, up towards the mountain. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Head up towards the mountain. Do a wandering monster check as you go along the river.
I'll check it.
2d6. Okay.
2d6.
7.
7. Okay. So this time you encounter something. All right. So
Bum, bum,
roll a
bum.
1d6 to see which hex it comes from. Sorry. So first roll a 1d6 to see if it comes from your current hex.
A 6.
It does not. So it comes from one of the surrounding hexes. So 1 to 6. So 1 will be up the top and 2 will be northeast and so on. Going
4.
4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, from the broken lands down to the south. Okay, so you're going along the drizzle, along this rocky mountains, along the river,
Mm-hmm.
and from the other side of the river, you hear a scuffling sound, and you glance over, and you see the movement of some large wolves. See them flashing between the bits of scrub and rock and all the rest on the other side of the river, which is not very deep or wide at this point.
Okay. How many?
Well, you stop for a moment and you look, and it looks like 6.
Do these appear to be normal run-of-the-mill wolves, or are they given the...
They do.
Okay.
So I have
I'm
a
not
house.
too
I have a house rule, by the way, that non-intelligent animals, can possibly be held off by fire, whether it be your own campfire or by torches in your hand. They have to make a saving throw to approach you. They're like animal intelligence.
Yeah, I figured something like that, so I was going to light a torch.
I'll light a torch as well.
I too, Bob will light a torch.
Right.
Yeah,
Roll.
animals don't usually like a flaming mouthful.
I'm gonna form the man-at-arms into like a spear line at the very least.
Okay.
Should we meet them at the river's edge?
I like our flank being held by the river, but I think they're gonna cross.
Right.
Uh,
How far are they from us?
They're across the river, so they're about 30 feet.
if we just continue on, do they follow us?
Well,
Yeah, we'll have to find out.
you're forming up the men-at-arms at the moment.
Yeah, that's
not
true.
continuing on, so that's up to you.
I'll ready my sling and loose a shot.
Okay, so
See what transpires.
they're actually running down the river. They're looking for a spot across. They seem to be looking for a spot across the river to get across to you easily without having to swim. You know, where they could just go from rock to rock.
Can I hit them with my sling?
Yeah.
All right.
You can roll to hit.
My app's not coming out. There we go. No, I can't. It's worth a shot.
You suck.
I do.
Yeah, you don't. They're only AC 7, so you don't need a lot to hit them.
Yeah, but I just skipped that stone across the water and it just went right by him.
I'm going to pick up a rock and throw it.
Okay, pick up a
That
rock
works.
and throw it. Shot put.
Show me how it's done.
19.
Blink. Okay. You hit it with a rock for the equivalent of a sling's damage.
All right. Sling stone is what? D4 or D3?
Call this one a D4. I'm sure
All
you
right.
could have picked up a largish rock.
4.
Seems like a big rock kind of guy. Oh,
Pow!
Mighty.
okay. Now, how many hit points did he have? My D8s.
If it falls over dead, I'm going to laugh.
So, no, he doesn't. He's been hit hard, but he doesn't fall over.
I want to shoot an arrow at him.
Okay.
So I take it I would roll my D20, and then if I hit,
That's right.
all right. Let's see. That would be a 16 plus,
That'll hit him.
and that would be a 1d6, correct?
Yep.
3 plus 2 would be 5.
Rightio. So you're aiming at the same one that Bill
Yeah.
blinked. Okay. All right, he goes down.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
That's one pelt.
So
How do they
now
react?
now the others are sure that they want to come across the river.
Oh.
Uh,
You're supposed to hit the alpha wolf.
I'll pick up another rock.
All right. So as they're crossing the river, you guys will definitely you'll get another round of pelting. So go for it.
A 9 this time. I don't think it's going to hit, Kyle.
Okay. No. So yeah, you need 14. Correction, you need 13 to hit.
All right.
0 level guys need 14.
Ready my sling and fire.
Yeah. So the thieves will need 12 to hit. Magic users will need 12 to hit. 14 to hit. Clerics will need 13 to hit.
I've got my torch. I'm keeping it lit and ready.
Okay.
On my crossbow, do I need to ready it for the next turn?
Yes.
Okay, so
If
I
you've
ready
already
it for
fired.
the next turn.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can assume that as you saw the wolves, you put your first bolt into your crossbow already, as you saw
Okay.
them. And there was that sort of. So you can fire now if you want to, but you'll have to.
Perfect. I'll go ahead and do that.
Yeah. So blink. Roll your d20.
He did. It's a 17.
Nice.
17. Okay. Roll for damage.
All right. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Did anyone?
Crossbow quarrel is D4.
Is it D4?
Yeah, it's not a D6. It's a D4.
Let me do that.
2.
So okay. Well, you hurt his feelings at least.
What did I get? Because it didn't show up.
You rolled a 16 to hit, and you rolled a 2
Okay.
for your damage.
Okay. Is anyone else firing at the wolves this turn? This round?
Can I get a second rock throw at them?
No.
Okay.
You pick up the rock and throw because it's just improvised. So.
Now,
Here, I'll toss him a bullet.
Okay.
I got a question with that last one because I have a +2 for my dex. So,
Yeah.
and since I'm proficient, I
That's
would
+2
add,
to hit.
but that
So you
doesn't
get
add to
+2
the.
hit. For
It's
damage,
only to
no.
hit. Okay.
No.
All right. Perfect.
So strength gives you a bonus to hit with melee weapons, and dex gives you a bonus to hit with ranged weapons. Sometimes strength can give you a bonus with ranged weapons if the ranged weapon has been specially made to make use of your strength. You know, so it's because like they make bows with extra pulling weight and that the extra tough ones. So that'd be like the guy in The Hobbit who plinks the Smorg. You know, he's known as the big strong bow. He's basically carrying around a trebuchet in his arms. You know?
Yeah, Bard the Guardsman, and he was also firing an arrow of dragon slaying, so that helped too.
So how far away are the wolves now?
They're crossing. They're just about crossed the river. So
Straight
they're
towards
close
us
to-
across the river?
Yep, straight towards you. Across
Okay.
the river. So they'll have close to melee in the next round. Next round will be.
I'll back off to make sure there's distance between me and them.
Okay, you hide behind the men at arms.
Exactly.
All right.
That's why I formed them into a line.
Yep. Okay, so next round, the wolves come running up. Initiative. 1d6.
All right, I got it here.
I think you guys are going to win.
6.
Yes, I rolled 2, so you go first. So as they come running up, you're ready to go.
I'm gonna brain 1. 17. No, I'm sorry. That is not a hit. It had not stopped rolling on my side. I rolled a 7, not a 17.
Okay. All right. Next, because they basically just come up in a line to face your line. So everyone's going to have a go. Everyone who's got a melee weapon can have a go. Those who've got ranged weapons, we will assume have stepped behind the line of men at arms and fighters.
Guys, it can get a little confusing on the die rolls there. I saw a 15 and a 13, but they're the same kind of dice, so I don't know who threw what.
Sure enough, threw a 15 on a slingshot.
Okay.
Yep, and Dougal
No,
13.
ranged have been done. Ranged
Ranged
are
are
done
done.
because you can't do range over the heads of the melee guys.
Fair.
You can only do melee now.
All right, so I'm going to use my dagger.
Yep. Roll to hit.
What was the hit?
15.
15.
Yep. Did you hit?
No, I rolled a 13 if I needed a 15.
Okay.
And I had rolled a 15.
And then did 3 points of damage.
Yep.
Cool. Okay, so one who was already hurt by a rock is now hurt again. Okay. Melee. Who wants to roll for the men at arms? You've got 6 men at arms.
I'll do them.
No.
Well, I'll do one of them.
Okay.
Well, mine missed.
Actually,
Okay,
go
now-
roll for mine. My dice keeps crashing.
Okay.
Yeah, they all need 14. Just one person roll for them all. Doesn't matter.
All right. So here's
go
all
ahead,
of them.
Bill.
I got a couple
Looks like
of
2 hit.
2 nice. 18 and 19.
yeah, an 18 and a 19. I'm not
And they
sure
all
what,
do d6 damage.
I'm not sure what that one is. I'm not sure if that was a 20 or not. I'm gonna assume not.
No, I didn't
so-
see a 20.
Mm-mm.
All right. A 3 and a 6, Kyle.
3 and a 6. Okay.
What about our young volunteer lad? Is he with us this time?
Yeah, he was in that mix.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's quite nice.
Okay, so there's been some damage done, but they're still going. Now, who's trying to hold them off with the torches?
I've got a
Who's
torch.
waving the torches?
I've got
So
a
just
torch.
one person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there were 3 of
so-
us that had torches. So
Okay, so you're waving your torches. So now, in order to approach closer and actually attack, the wolves have to make a saving throw. So,
I do have a question
save
on that.
as.
You have a torch in one hand and a weapon in the other. Can you put the torch
No,
in their
you're either
face and use the
you're
weapon
either
on the other?
scaring them off. You're either
Oh,
scaring
okay.
them off, or you're hitting them.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
basically, you're like shoving the torch in their face, or you're hitting them with your weapon. It's one or the other.
So we're not ambidextrous. Get it?
That being
Well,
the case,
You can be. You can do a dual weapon attack, but you're at -2 in your good hand and -4 in your bad hand.
Okay.
And as well,
And we're only first level.
you get your dex bonus for that. Your dex bonus will offset that, if any. And you'll have to consider if it's a weapon that you're not proficient in, and you're not. I mean, you just treat a torch as a club in terms of proficiency. So yeah, when you're first level, going at -2 and -4 is not really good odds. You may as well not bother. Like when you're 5th level or something, or you've got a good dex, this might be worth it.
and possibly a magic item.
Yeah.
With that said, Kyle, if the number of torches matters for their saving throws, I will just say I dropped my torch and drew my sword when they rushed forward because I did melee, and I missed, but still I dropped my torch to do that.
They're not acting as a Borg. They're not a
Okay.
collective, at least not initially. So they make individual saving throws. So 3 of them will be making saving throws. Now,
Gotcha.
Obviously, if all 3 fail, then however many fail and run off, that'll affect the morale of the rest of them. But yeah, they make individual saving throws.
Hey, a torch on the ground. I'll pick it up.
All right, so they save as level 2 fighters.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the torch to try to dissuade.
Saving as breath weapon. 1 saves, 2 saves, 1 fails. So 1, 2, 3. So 1 goes yelping off as its ear gets singed with fire, and he goes yelping off. But the other 2 bite on. So yeah, you remove 1 from the combat by killing him by throwing things at him, and you remove 1 from the combat by scaring him off, leaving you 4 coming at you. Okay, so 1 is at the top of the line, so it'll probably be going against Bob. Bob's armor class is 5, so he will be. He hits. So the wolf hits, doing a massive 2 to 5 points of damage. 4 points of damage.
Get off me, you dumb dog!
Bites onto your arm.
I'm surprised you didn't say mangy.
Alrighty. Yeah, so that's and the next one along will attack one of the men at arms. With a 19, he is going to hit. Which one does he hit? Oh, Scurfer. Young Scurfer.
No.
Oh no!
Well, he's got leather armor now, so.
Unhand him, you foul beast.
No, Scurfer's got mail armor, but, I rolled 19.
Ooh, that's right. Very nice.
But, I rolled 19, so it hits him anyway.
Get that mangy cur.
Let's see. Ooh. So Scurfer takes bite in the leg, 3 hit points of damage. But he is still up.
Nice.
Rub some dirt on it, kid.
Now, so that's, and then, okay, so 2 more wolves to go. Ba-bong. 1 will hit. Who's at the south of the line? Who was organizing it? That was Corian, wasn't it?
Mhm.
Yep.
Dougal. Okay, so it'll either be you or one of the men-at-arms. Yeah, roll a d6 for me. 1 to 3, it's you. 1, and then 4 to 6, it's one of the men-at-arms gets hit.
Men at Arms.
All right. Peter, he's at the south of the line. He was actually trying to hide behind you, but it didn't work.
I was trying to hide behind him. I won.
All right, 2 hit points of damage Peter takes. Historically, that was actually came up in battles that, like, they put them they'd go shield to shield like that, and the shields would overlap. But the problem was that guys would shuffle closer to each other to get more of their mate's shield coverage, and this would gradually turn the line around like that. So the commanders were always having to adjust them. I think it was used against people in a few battles out there. Alrighty, so that's all the wolves had a turn. So next round, initiative.
I got it.
All right. 5.
5.
You win. You go first, guys.
I'm going to stab this stupid wolf. But not today.
And neither am I.
Next.
I continue to hop around waving my torch and dancing like a madman.
I'll go ahead and go. Let's see. 19.
Nice.
Making
Excellent.
Up, Michael Dale says Kyle is making up Daniel's memory on the fly. It's better DM than I thought. I have no idea what he's talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about, Michael. Did anyone hit?
Yes.
I did with 1 point of damage.
Okay.
I scratched the arm of the.
And do you want me to roll for the 6 militia?
Yeah, roll for the men-at-arms.
Let's go, militia.
1, 2, 3 hit.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I should be a bard.
6. 1 6 and 2 1s.
Slightly below average.
6. All right, so one of the wolves is kaput. And another 2 further. One that's already been injured is injured a bit more. And then 1 gets his first injury. Okay, so now you've got 2 wolves down. 1 wolf fled. He's just sort of hanging 30 foot back with his tongue lolling out, waiting to see what his mates do. And there's 3 wolves still up. So it's time for a morale check for these wolves. Someone roll 2d6 for me.
I got it. 8.
8. Oh, they're going to stay and fight.
All right.
So they attack back. All the 3 remaining attack back. Okay. 13 will not do anything. 15 may do something. Oh, yeah, that'll hit any AC 5 and above. And the 18 will certainly hit. All right, let's see who gets hit. Who's in the line here? Is the cleric Shondara, is she in the line too?
Yeah, she was up there waving her torch at him.
1, 2, 3, 4, and then 6. Okay, so conveniently there's 10 of you, including the magic user. The magic user will hang back, no doubt, be hanging back. What about the thief? Is he in the front line?
Yeah, thief was stabbing with dagger.
Okay. So there's just 9 to deal with. So the 4th one along is, 4th one in my list is Bob the Fighter. Gets hit.
Bum.
Or hit the 2 to 5. Oh, 5 points of damage.
Bob the fighter is down.
Oof.
And the next one to be struck. Number 9. Peter. Ooh. Peter the drunkard. Oh, he's down as well. These wolves. Okay, so Bob the fighter and Peter the man-at-arms are both down. And you've got 3 wolves still up. Next round, initiative.
I'll roll for initiative.
Doesn't matter, you win. I rolled 1.
Okay.
You guys turn. Come on, there's 3 wolves. Surround them. Murder them.
Come on, lads.
I do not murder them.
Papa needs a fur coat.
All right, I'm rolling for the man-at-arms.
Ooh.
At least a couple of hits.
Just 5 rolls.
2 hit.
Just 5 rolls.
It's
this time.
2
Just Peter
hit.
down.
Oh,
Wow.
that's right. Well, one of the 2, that
ignore
2
the
was
last one.
Peter.
Yeah.
No, the 17. 1 hit. Okay.
All right, so roll their 1d6 damage.
6. Somebody's killing a wolf.
Not quite. Almost, but not quite. They're 2+2 hit dice creatures. So that means that they have
And then I'm going to roll.
3 to 17 hit points.
I'm going to roll to attack
Mm-hmm.
with my dagger. Hold on.
Mhm.
Ooh, not quite.
Mm.
Swung at air and missed.
Okay. Has anyone not had a go?
I'm gonna continue to wave the torch.
Yeah, if it doesn't work in the first round, it's not going to work thereafter.
Oh,
They've just
okay,
decided
fine.
they're not
Fine.
intimidated by you.
So I'll use my mason.
Okay. That's what every woman needs, a mace. Mace to protect yourself.
Yeah, I swing and a miss.
I'll
Oh,
toss my.
I'd like to see modern women just pull
I
that
should
out of
I
their
should have
handbag.
done my first roll just to get that out of there. I'm just saying. Superstitious.
I'll toss my torch over Bill the Fighter's body closer to the wolves and see if I can pull
You're
him.
trying to set him on fire or something.
Well, yeah, that way the wolves won't eat him. No, and then see if I can just pull him back or
Barbecue.
spit on his
Yeah.
wounds or something.
Okay. Yeah, so you'd be losing 1 hit point around the guys who've fallen down. Okay. So next. We haven't missed anyone? I don't know anyone like 2 rounds later going, oh, I forgot to roll a hit.
I don't think so. I missed.
Yeah, I missed.
We all missed.
Yeah, Bob is down.
Alrighty. Next round, initiative. Oh no, hang on. They have to have a go. The 3 of them.
Someone else. You didn't get to roll last time.
I'll roll initiative. With a whopping 2.
Yeah, I got the same thing. So simultaneous initiative.
Roll again.
Simultaneous attacks. No. You just go simultaneously.
All right, rolling
So
for
I did
myself.
3 guys have a 3 wolves have a go. The 3 wolves all miss. They must be
And,
panicked because they're being surrounded.
5 man-at-arms. 1 hit from the man-at-arms.
One of the wolves goes down.
For 3.
Yeah, he only had 1 hit point left. So one of the wolves goes down.
I will roll Oh, I got an 8.
We demand the surrender of the wolves.
Do better, lads.
You got an 8. Was that 8 to hit or 8 damage?
The 8 to hit. I missed.
Okay. Everyone's had a go? There's only 2 wolves left now.
Sundara, does she go?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kennick?
Yeah, no, I missed. I completely swifted. It was a 1.
Well, boo and hiss. Have I stabilized Bill or anything?
Nope,
Yeah.
you did not say that.
Next round.
All right, I got initiative. I should not have rolled a 1.
They go first, both of them. But there's only 2 of them left. Roll a morale for them.
2d6?
6, yeah.
Yes.
11.
11.
They're fighting to the death.
If they pull this
Yeah.
off, they'll eat like kings.
Yeah, they're bound and determined.
Alrighty. So they go first. 1 and a 17. So one fluffs it, and the other one will hit. But who does he hit? Who does he hit? Number 1 in the line.
The drunk
Vinny
guy.
Finnegan. The
Uh-oh.
thief
What did he hit?
takes a nasty bite on his 4 points.
4 points. I'm barely standing.
Try 2 feet.
Yeah. I'm barely up.
Okay, it's you guys' turn now.
I'll grab
It's just 2 wolves.
I'll grab the
Like elves
militia
were
and
handling
starting
with
on
the
down.
bugbears. You shouldn't have any trouble with the wolves.
I haven't gotten over like a 10 for every time I've rolled.
See, you should have bought some Greek fire from the temple.
1 hit.
Thank God, one hit.
Okay.
It's clearly the kid that's hitting every time.
Yep.
4 damage.
Nice.
I'll go ahead
damage.
and go.
That wolf is still up. Yep, go ahead and go.
With an 8. Nope.
Come on. Who hasn't gone? Who hasn't gone?
Sundara, did you miss?
Vinny, Safi, Lord Corion. Bill can't do anything. TV Flowers.
Yep.
Yeah, I missed.
Ooh, 20
Oh, critical.
with a mace. With a mace.
Dunk.
Roll the
Please
damage.
tell me you hit both of them.
Yeah, as if that's possible.
Splurt.
1 into the other.
Is this large or normal? Well,
They're
normal,
normal
right?
size.
They're actually small.
Oh, they're small, so it's okay, let me do my advantage.
No,
so
there's
it's,
no penalty. Small and medium are the same.
so it's a 1d6 plus 1 because it's 2d7. Okay. Oh, it's a 7 actually. I hit it, sorry.
He has kaput.
I can reveal. I
He
can
staved
reveal.
his skull in.
nice.
There we go. I
Hit
revealed.
him right between his little puppy dog eyes.
Awesome. We got 1 left.
So you got 1 left. This must be the alpha.
I'll tend to the militiaman that's down.
All right. So the others of you step forward, surrounding this final wolf, who's going to try to bite his way free. But he won't be successful. Make a 2d6 roll for his morale.
I'll do that.
Okay. 4.
4. Okay. So he rolls over onto the ground and shows you his belly.
If you go up and scrub it, we,
I'll get my rope
we're gonna
and
have
see if we get a
the
leash.
talk. We will have the talk.
We've
He's
acquired
a
the
good little
group
doggy.
mascot.
Well, remember that you can treat monsters the way you famously treat dragons, where you do subdual damage. So
Yep.
You just beat him like a red-headed stepchild until he's totally subdued and cowed. But this one actually hasn't lost any hit points, but you could still beat him now while he's
Right.
on his back, on his belly.
You have a new
Since
pack
our
now.
wolves become dogs.
I'm sorry. If you're gonna take him as a pet, you're gonna have to tie him out there. I don't trust him.
How would that work?
It's a wolf.
In
It's
D&D
almost.
terms, you beat them to use subdual damage.
Non-lethal damage, yeah. To
Yeah,
0 hit
non-lethal
points, right?
damage To 0 points, yeah. And then they are subdued, and basically they do.
So like the flat of your
you tell them.
sword, your open
Yeah.
palm, your fist, you
Yeah.
know, just
Yeah.
beat them in submission, and then they recover, and then you get lucky, maybe.
Yeah, well, yeah, you tell them what to do. They tend to be obedient when they're down at 0 hit points due to subdual, and then they get saving throws to try to break through it. The saving throw being modified by how you treat them, because it's also a reaction roll, by how you
Right.
treat them, and the more intelligent ones get more frequent saving throws. It's like charmed person or whatever, they're like,
So-
actually,
So how many would I like the first time if I hit him with my sword, because I do have a long sword, the first time I hit him with it, does that mean that it's going to be back to attack again?
no, because he's submitted. He's submitted.
Okay.
So it's like
He's no longer in the fight.
Yeah, he's no longer in the fight.
So smack him with the flat of your longsword.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah,
do
so
that.
you can hit him with the flat of your longsword, whether it
Yeah.
be for subdual damage or sheer sadism, or
I-
just putting him out of your misery.
So
Why
do
not?
I
Whatever.
just roll a damage die, or do I still
No, you don't
roll?
have to roll for it because you could just do it.
Okay.
All right, I'm going
He's
to do
completely
that.
subdued. Yeah, he's just done.
I'd like to
As,
see if I can.
As it says somewhere in the Dungeon Master's Guide, you don't need to roll to hit a sacrifice victim.
Okay.
It's the same thing.
Perfect. Well, I want to see if I can get a puppy out of this or a pet.
Meanwhile, I'll take my rope and fashion a leash for him if you
That's not how you make puppies.
That is so wrong.
Not as wrong as his understanding of canine reproduction is.
Puppies are smaller. You'll have to cut this one up.
We have the
Roll for husbandry.
werewolf.
Oh my god.
When a man and his dog love each other very, very much. No, wait.
You're gonna put what? Where?
They get my channel demonetized. That's what happens.
Oh my god.
All right, subdue that beast.
Oh, that was
Oh,
awesome. Oh, that was awesome.
I'm
Okay,
totally
so,
crying right now.
So, which character class has got it? We've got Thief, Cleric, Fighter, and Magic User. Which one's got the puppy? Or the wolf?
I got the wolf.
The thief, I thought.
Yeah.
Yep, I got the wolf. He's mine.
Do you just have us in our notes as to our classes? No
Yeah,
names
pretty
yet.
much, Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm not really interested in your names till you reach second level. So,
So,
Bill, I
but
had announced that I was trying to pull you back and stabilize
do I-
you.
do I add him to my character sheet?
Well, you'll have to work on it for a while, but I've noted him down in the general notes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. So I don't have to do anything right yet.
No, not right yet. So at the moment, you just tie him and you put a bit of rope through his jaws so he can't bite anyone. And
Okay, sounds
that
good.
sort of thing.
How's
One of
Bob?
the Fourier or someone will probably have a good idea about how to subdue it. He'll probably tell you not to, but have a better idea than most about how to.
Bob's
break
gonna
him in.
wake up. What the hell did you do? You brought him home?
You replaced me with a puppy?
Okay, so we have our fighter down.
I had tried to tend to him during the battle and pull him away and stabilize him.
Bill's obviously not feeling optimistic. He sent me a new character.
Yeah.
You're not dead yet.
Obviously. Okay.
Well,
Have it your way.
He's going to be comatose
Oh my god.
for however long and then out for a week. So this is a prescribed method of
Proactive.
adventuring.
No, you don't get
You-
multiple characters. You just get one character at a time.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
When your character dies, then you get a new one. That's all right. They can go back for a week. Okay, so you have of the 6 wolves, you have slain. You have slain 4, subdued 1, and the 6th has fled. The one that's fled is now a lone wolf.
And I want to note in which direction he fled.
He flees off towards the south. You're up in the mountain, that mountain hex now. He's fled off to the south.
Okay.
So I'm going to be the good cleric, and I'm going to tend the wounded. I
Yeah.
have 2 cure light wound spells, so I will use them both as needed.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah, they still
so
have
who
to
needs it?
spend. They
Yeah.
still have to spend a week recovering. Even if you heal them up magically, anyone who's reduced to below 0 still has to spend a week recovering.
So, do we need to take him back to the town?
Yes,
Yeah, that's
Yes.
not a terrible idea. Again,
It's only 6
Yeah, I was
miles.
gonna say.
and Peter, the drunken man at arms,
yeah.
the innkeeper's husband.
And the young volunteer lad's a little injured as well. We're not out of the woods yet. We still got to go through another square to get home.
It's
Through
still
the
a
bugbear square.
drizzly. It's still a drizzly, musty morning. Okay, so you go through that hex, make a wandering monster check.
Well, are we going to take the
If you're
wolf
going back.
pelts with us or anything?
Yeah. I assume you do
Okay.
that.
Okay.
If
Okay.
they don't. It's not like they carry treasure on them. The pelts sit.
So, for the wandering monster check, are we rolling?
Yes.
Is
It's
it
more fun
2d6?
if you guys roll.
Yeah.
That way you don't blame me.
Mm-hmm.
Daddy's
Is
going to
it-
make you cut the switch yourselves.
Is it 2d6?
Yes, 2d6. 10 plus is what you do not want.
I know about cutting my own switches all too well.
I got a 7.
Okay, cool. You don't encounter anything when you go through from the mountainous hex and through the grassy plains hex. You go past the bugbear's remains again,
Yes.
and follow the river, and then turn north from the muddy part of the river. Come back to the village of Zoc.
Woohoo!
Great sock.
What happened? Oh, Kyle took the map off. Okay.
You're out.
Yeah.
I clicked the well, I moved
Nice.
the StreamYard window over, and right at the same time Kyle did that. And they've
Yeah, I
introduced
get it.
some new features in StreamYard today, one of which was their attempt to increase my bill from $50 a month to almost $100 a month
How is
because
that
they
work?
added
Yikes.
They added dark mode and the ability to make user windows round. And we're like, oh yeah, you can also record your videos in 4K. I have a 4K camera. I can already do that.
So did you do public relations like
No,
Top Gun style?
No, I just went through and clicked take me off this program right now. And of course they had a little immediate e-begging like, we'll give you 25% off. Nope. Nope. So when I moved the window with all their new features, including the audio filter, which screwed up my audio, my intro and outro music for months, my first thought was that something in StreamYard had gone wrong, but it was just Kyle moving a window.
I mean, my accounting 25% of 100 is 75, so that's still 50 more than what was.
Yeah.
That's a new math.
Alrighty, so yeah, you're back in the village of Zok, and you can spend a week there recovering. We can hand wave that week. That's fine.
Okay.
Go to the furrier, hand over the wolf carcasses.
Yep. What do you want to do with the wolf skins? You just want to sell them off? Wolf pelt?
Heck yeah.
Can
That's a little bit of extra cha-ching.
Unless anybody needs some sort of leather armor, maybe. But yeah.
Well, no, the skins.
Well,
skins are probably valuable.
You got the wolf pelt on the top of your head, so you look badass.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say if we have 6, that's going on the militia. That's their uniform now.
So that's the new helm. Wolf heads.
Wolf helm.
They're Wolverines.
The Wolverines.
Oh my gosh.
Wolverine.
Wolverine. Yeah.
Don't spread that. I mean, we could be facing, Marvel there.
Start digging holes in the ground, setting up booby traps.
You can literally do that. You can drape it over the helms and use it as neck thing as a cloak.
Yeah.
Or shawl or whatever.
100% we're doing that then.
During that week, I tended to my new wolf buddy and fed him and all the good stuff.
Yeah.
So
the furrier says, you'll have to leave him penned up for a time so it gets used to being restricted and all the rest. So you won't be able to take him out after a week and start giving him commands. It's going to take a period of a season.
Right.
That's perfectly fine by me.
Train him up to be a pet. It'll be a process and some dice rolls and stuff.
I'll feed him for time to time as well, just for cause.
I mean,
greetings, Odd Scimitar. Thanks for stopping by.
I mean, I want to be as far away from as possible around the firing. That's my stipulation.
That's fine.
Rightio. Okay, yeah. So the week goes past, you feed up, you rest, everyone recovers their hit points, and you're ready to go out again if you wish.
Yep, I am.
Have we made it to the next hex at this point?
Then yes.
Yeah.
I think we did get attacked in the mountains.
Yep.
Yeah, so you went to the where are we? Read that one.
Being an educated man as I am, that wolf may lead us back to a den if we can find it. Might be more puppies in there.
That's a perfectly valid tactic.
Do you really want to deal with more wolf puppies? Really? We have things to do. Wolf puppies is not one of those things on the list.
One less puppy is one less monster.
That's entirely saleable. They are treasure. We can get money for them. That is a perfectly valid way, other than sticking our faces into monster-filled holes to get money.
Oh my gosh. So now we are raiding wolf dens for puppies.
House Stark. We're all going to get a wolf.
Why not?
Campaign
Next,
of
we're gonna be
exotic
accused as
animal
breeders.
trade.
I think I just found a new way to make some money.
All right.
Raising
From
wolves.
killing the wolves, you got a massive 300 XP total.
Yes.
You didn't get any gold because the you rather than selling the wolf pelts, you used them and put them on your guys.
Sounds good.
Badass.
All right.
Like the guys have been saying. In
Now, do they get any morale bonus
Roman
for being in
service.
uniform and the esprit de corps?
Yeah. So they'll get a morale bonus.
Do they get an AC increase, or I guess
No, they
decrease?
don't get an AC increase, but like I said, yeah, a morale bonus. And in some circumstances, depending on their opponents and how well they tend to these wolf pelts, they may get like a charisma bonus in the sense of like putting
Right.
off the enemy, making the enemy more likely to want to parley. Like these guys look badass. Maybe we should talk to them.
They get
I'm
plus
going
one
to
versus
assume-
wolves.
I'm going to assume we defleed and such the pelts.
Yeah. Don't know about yourselves, but yeah, you defleed the pelt.
Nice.
Well, I mean, the fleas aren't going to stay on a pelt that no longer has warm blood flowing through it.
Well,
yeah,
I
you've
mean,
got
but
warm
if
blood-
somebody puts
you've
it on
got
their
warm blood
head,
flowing
that's
through
a
you.
new source.
But Bill, you've got warm blood flowing through you, and when you've got low charisma, that might indicate that you're not got the best personal hygiene.
This is true.
So, anyway,
All right. Onward,
So
lads.
basically, Kyle is saying Bill's character may have developed fleas. Just saying.
well, anyone with low charisma may have. I mean, that's low charisma could be lots of things. It could be your looks,
Yeah.
it could be your personal hygiene,
Horrible
it could
voice.
be your behavior. Could be your-
Halitosis.
Yeah.
They don't call it
lots of
force of personality for nothing.
Oh, my
Smelly bunion.
I might be. I might not have the best social graces, but I'm smart enough to take a bath. All right.
Fair enough. Anyway,
But
so
do
you're
you have
gonna head
friends
out
in
the
low
same way as
places?
before?
I'm sorry, you stepped all over Kyle. What were you saying, Kyle?
Are you going to head out the same way as before?
Yeah, I'd like to.
Works for me.
Mm-hmm.
Onward.
All good.
Okay. Roll for the weather. 1d6.
All right, hang on.
I'll roll. Oh,
we got
somebody
a
else did.
5.
Okay.
Got a 5.
5.
Okay. So it's a nice sunny day. It's a warm sunny day. You head as you trudge along the river. You go past the bugbears and that. And why are you going past the bugbears this time? Because it's better weather, you've got better visibility. And about 300 yards to the north, you notice a large single standing stone. Some kind. It's obviously of like intelligent design. It's just this large stone, but large carved stone. Like I said, about 300 yards to the north of where you slew the bugbears.
Oh, let's check it out. We can carve our names in it.
I'm curious. Yes.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, so you trudge along. Make a wandering monster check.
11. We have wandering monsters.
Okay, and roll a 1d6 to see if it's monsters from this hex or a surrounding one.
4.
4. It's monsters from a surrounding one. So roll a 1d6 to see where they're from.
A 1.
Okay, it's inoffensive ones. You see a herd of elk floating, going through the hex, just munching on grass.
Didn't we promise someone an elk?
I mean, a range attack. Maybe try to take one down.
How many
just
are
to
there,
add
Kyle?
to our rations.
Chandler Tatween once went elk hunting to the northeast to try to get some prestige and was clubbed by a hill giant who left him for dead. He woke a day later with a horrible headache and has barely left the village palisade since. It was, I believe it was to Chandler Tatween, the bee-stung fella who you promised an elk to.
That is correct. How many elk are there, Kyle?
There's a couple of dozen at least. It's quite a lot.
Are we able to potentially surround them? Are they surprised? Are they aware of our presence yet?
No,
A lot
but, I mean,
like
they're
a
a couple
herd?
of 100 yards further on from the
Okay.
stone.
Oh, we
mean,
haven't
ranged
been to the stone yet?
You're approaching the stone, but it's just that you see the elk beyond.
All right.
Whoever's got ranged weapons, I would think we could add to our rations and maybe benefit from it.
Who all has ranged weapons? I mean, I've got a sling, but I couldn't hit water if I fell off a boat.
I've got a crossbow and a short bow, and I've also got. Let's see. Hold on. Where is that? Move silently. 10%.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Which way is the wind blowing, sir? I'm an educated
Roll
man. I
D6.
know we should do things from downwind.
Roll 1d6.
Six.
6. So it's blowing from the south. Sorry, I did not create the weather patterns for this area.
Yeah, no worries. So from us to them, that's not advantageous.
No, but I mean you can move around in that.
Right. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
This is advanced Dungeons and Dragons. We can assume that everyone except probably magic users knows how to do hunting and stuff.
I just assumed that a straight line's not smart, is what I'm telling the fellas.
Yeah.
if we're hunting them, but we're not even close to the rock yet. I almost think we should just continue on to the rock.
Well, I mean, we're going to take advantage of what's here.
Yeah, but we're not like hungry and they don't have gold, right?
The rock isn't running away, I don't think.
But
True.
I mean, pelts have value.
Exactly.
Food, meat.
Question.
We can
We're
add
not
to our
hungry and
rations
they don't
without
have
having to
gold.
spend money for it.
Audience question. No, you haven't, Michael. She's just a Midwestern housewife. So, anyway, it's rations. There's no Y in it.
Potentially, I mean,
Love ya.
I could I sleep them by chance? Not from this distance, obviously.
Isn't it like 40 feet range or something? You have to get close.
I'm not talking. I mean, if I got in range.
Yes, potentially
Okay.
you could. Yes,
Okay.
but you'd have to sneak very close, and that's tricky with herd animals because
Yes.
they've evolved over thousands of years to be very cautious around humanoids. Because the ones who went, oh, look, a friendly human, they became lunch, so
Yep.
they didn't get to pass on their friendly to humans genes.
Agreed.
What if we
So
have
basically,
the
you
thief
need
scare?
to achieve surprise. I'm saying.
Yeah, what if we have the thief scare towards us, the herd, and
Yeah, I've got move
Yeah.
silently, so I can try it.
Yes. All right. So the thief goes ahead of the rest of the party and moves silently.
I
Let's-
spread out some people, so
Yes.
maybe if they run past us, somebody can get it with a melee weapon too.
Yeah. Okay. So
I'll stand
thief,
behind the line.
do your move silently. Go, Vinny. Go, Vinny. Roll your D100 for your move silently.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
$34.
He did not move silently.
Nope, I was trudging along in my big fat boots,
Crunch,
Oh,
crunch, crunch, crunch.
anyone can sneak through the grass.
stepping on
It's just
every branch possible.
the thief has extra ability to be extra sneaky. Okay, so roll for surprise. Well, wrong.
It's a-
1d6.
Yeah, it's a D6. Low numbers are what you want. There you go.
What do you get?
A 1.
I got a 1.
And
Nicely
I
done.
rolled a 6. So you guys have got 5 segments of surprise.
All right. Can we? How much distance? Well, we can cover. Surprise segment movement is 1/10 your normal maximum movement rate. So, like, if your base is 12, or if your base is 12 inches, that means you can
Okay,
cover.
roll 2d6. That's how many yards away they'll be. You surprise them. 2d6 times 10 rather is how many yards away.
They're 50 yards.
50 yards, right? So, and most of you are moving at like 9. So instead of 90 yards, you can move 9 yards. So you could cover half the distance in that, also in like 5 segments. You could run right up to him and then roll for initiative from LA if you want. Run right up to him and hit him with an axe or something. Or you could like go forward a couple of rounds and then have a go. But they're only 50 yards away.
All right. I will try and cover the distance and see if I can pick one to brain.
What are you braining him with?
Sword.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Well, so you go running up. All right. Ranged weapons go first, though.
All right.
So those who want to throw spears need to close within 20 yards. So
Oh.
basically you'll get 1 attack with the spear. But I mean, you throw the spear and it's gone anyway. So those with spears will get 1 attack. Those with stones, well, like short range is only 40 yards. So in 1 round, you can close to 40. Segment you can close 40 yards. So with sling stones, you can get 4 attacks.
Oh.
What
And
about with
those
a
are doing
crossbow?
Crossbow is right within the short range anyway, but you've got 5, and you'll have to reload. So you can get like 3 attacks. So yeah, crossbow 3 attacks, spear 1 attack, sling was what did I say? 3 attacks.
2 hits from a crossbow.
That would
Negative.
be high.
I had 16 and 18 with my sling.
Oh, sling.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, so pelted by spears, crossbow bolts, and sling stones, a big elk goes down. It's 1,500 pounds of elk falls to one side, and the rest of the herd runs off.
Well, hey, there's dinner.
A lot of dinner for a long time.
Steaks on the
Yep.
Barbie. Yes, sir.
This is your bonus to the man-at-arms.
Well,
Yeah,
some truth to that.
You'll have to spend a couple of hours carving this thing up
Field
just to be
dressing
able to
it?
carry it.
Yep.
Because it's like 1,500 pounds. So,
I wonder-
Don't we have mules? So
Yeah.
can we like find some branches and such so we can rig something to drag it behind one of the mules?
your mules are your men at arms. So,
Right.
Like once
Yeah.
you carve it up,
Still,
easily
I mean,
the party can carry things.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can carry-
Well, that's what I'm gonna order is go get a fire started, and then we
'Cause
can
about-
come up with a sled or something.
yeah, about half of the beast is going to be edible meat. So 750 pounds will be edible meat. So you can carry 70 pounds of meat each, unless you've got, strength 4 or something. You'll just be really slow. And you'll also
I
be
mean, it
glad
sounds
that
like
you
we're gonna have a
killed
heck
those-
of a party when we get back.
And you'll also be
Yeah.
glad that you killed the wolves too, because
Right.
they'd be smelling all this and go, "Oh,
Yeah.
and be very keen to chase you."
Bob's going to dig a pit and start smoking a shoulder.
Good
And,
idea.
And the stone is still in the distance. I want to wander up
The
and
stone
take
is still 100 yards to yourself now.
I'll take my my book and quill and go make notes and see what I can observe of it while they're doing that.
Yeah, but I mean, this is
Okay.
barbecue, Kyle. So
There's a dungeon over there. There's barbecue here. Where do we go?
pretty
All right.
much.
Yeah, I mean,
We have our priorities straight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start the fire with Bob.
All right, so that's the magic user going off down to the south here? Anyone going to keep him company?
No, it's like a canary in a coal mine. If he doesn't come back, we know it's too dangerous.
Lightning bolt shoots out of the plinth and kills him. Well, then we know it was
If you
too
can still
dangerous.
hear me, I'm okay.
oh my gosh.
It's a short enough famous canary.
Tweet,
Right.
tweet,
I'll
So short
I'll
enough
be
you.
correct.
tweet,
A
tweet.
magic user is the ideal canary. Easily
All right,
killed.
so you head down to the standing stone, and you see many runes upon this stone and carvings. You have no idea what they say, but it's obviously in the language of the old empire, which language you are not familiar with. But you do recognize it, even though you can't read it. And you poke around in the stone, and there are flat stones, like flagstones, on the ground around it. And some of them are quite large. Like, they would be large enough that if you pried one up, you might actually fit in. If there's a hole underneath, you'd fit in the hole underneath.
Sorry, guys, I lost you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I
So
lost my
you
connection.
heard
there
what I
briefly.
said, though?
No, you started to describe it.
Yeah, so there's the standing stone. It's got runes of the old empire on it. You don't know what they say. You don't read that language. Nobody does. And then around the standing stone, there are like big flagstones. And some of them are of a size, like, 2.5 feet across, where if you pried one up, if there's a hole underneath, you would be able to climb into it. You've no idea at this point if there's a hole underneath, but
Interesting. I'll at least sketch everything I can and record it. And if I'm done, I'll walk back to the camp if they're still cooking, which I'm sure they probably are, since they're doing a
yes.
proper barbecue, right, gentlemen?
Well, it's 700 pounds of meat.
And
It'd take
lady.
a long time to cook.
I figured you would be doing it right, my lady.
Oh, okay.
Fedora tipping intensifies. All right. Bob is going to town. He's preparing to smoke that section of elk.
All right. So you cook your elk. It's actually going to take you a day or two to cook all this.
Sure.
There's a lot.
No. I mean, I'm fully aware that once we get the coals going and put it
Because you
in
have
the
to,
elk and
like,
cover
this
it up
is
with the
grassland-
turf.
This is a grassland area.
Yeah.
So there's only the odd tree here or there, and so you have to go and collect all the wood and blah blah blah. It would actually be easier to just pack it on each other's on your backs and take it back to the village.
I thought
But
that's what
don't
we
we-
were originally attempting to do. But
Don't we have to leave immediately then? Are we going to be able to, go to the dungeon?
No, you'd have to go to the dungeon next time, but that's going to happen anytime anyway because the session's going to end soon.
Yeah, let's pack
the
this.
session. Does the session end with you out in the wilderness smoking meat, barbecue, or does the session end with you safely back in the village behind them?
I would think we would carve it up and carry back the raw meat to town. But
Yeah.
that's just me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Let's-
we're
let's
going to
just
town and
do
having a
that then.
party.
Like you guys
unless you're
don't
going to
have-
cook over your torch as you walk.
Yeah.
Especially
Maybe
because you
little
guys don't have-
snacks.
You guys don't have tents and stuff, so
Right.
No.
Exactly. Supposed to be making a day trip of these things.
Okay, I tell our 6
Or-
mules to
Yeah.
lash some sticks to the elk, and they're carrying it.
okay. So you take the elk back to the village, and the villagers are very curious, and they'd be very happy to help you in your barbecue if you
Who-
want to let them join you.
Who's the guy that went looking for this? What was his name, Kyle?
The chandler, so the
The
candle
chandler.
maker and beekeeper, Tatween.
All right, Tatwing. I will go to Tatwing and say, "Hey, buddy, you want some elk?" Boom. Just like throw a haunch of elk right on his doorstep. There you go. Didn't have to almost get killed for it.
Now that's a good idea. We'll set up the barbecue outside the meadery.
Does he appreciate it?
Is there
Of
a
course he
meadery
does.
here? I didn't think it was this.
There
big of
is
a
now.
city.
There's only a small one. So Tatween is the
The honey guy, whatever.
Only a
Is it-
small
yeah, he
one.
does, honey.
Normally sells jerky, but we got something else here.
and Tatween is the who is he related to? I've forgotten.
Ina.
So tavern keeper Inga, yeah, the
Yeah.
sister of the tavern keeper. So he supplies everyone with honey, but some extra honey goes to making mead. So there's not much. It's pretty expensive, but there is some, yeah. Yeah, so he's pleased by that, and so he comes by in the evening while you guys are all roasting that meat.
And much was rejoiced. I don't know.
Well, and I assume there's plenty of elk to go around. We probably couldn't consume all of it on our own. We'd
Right.
probably have to
Well,
sell
you
some
just
of it.
think of it this way: even if you fed everyone in the village, like 750 pounds of elk meat divided by 250 people in the village is 3 pounds each.
So the town will be eaten for a couple days.
But are we
Yeah.
selling
We'll
it to
sing
them, or are we
our
just being nice
praises.
here?
We just
I
give
mean,
it up,
realizing
right?
more-
This is the goodwill tour, right?
It's a good meal.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
always annoyed me when you play those survival games and you shoot a deer and you get 4 steaks from it. You're like, where's all the other meat?
Right, right.
What's happened?
Not to mention all the other edible stuff.
There's an episode of King of the Hill where Hank wants to take Bobby for a deer hunt and takes him to like a private hunting club and sees like the other father-son groups getting literally like 2 small trays of deer meat back. Hank is just disgusted by it. I've given elk meat to the meadery guy, and I guess
Yep.
we're dealing with that. Can I get the elk antlers mounted on my helmet?
That would be-
The most goodest
Can you?
idea
Sure.
tonight.
It's a
they're
secondary
like 8 feet
weapon.
they're 8 feet across.
Your
I'll get 'em cut
movement,
down.
your movement
get-
through forest is limited now.
I'll
I
get him cut down, but
No, I expect you to like level down and like charge at something. Literally charge.
anyway, yeah, Kyle, can I get the
We could get
No.
part of them mounted.
Ye-
Mounted. Just
yeah, just within reason.
because they got those black kind of antlers, so you might look a bit like Mickey Mouse. But
That's fine.
Come on, we've seen Warduke and his bat wings, and we've seen
That's
other
fine.
folks. Surely you knew something with.
but the antlers are used for like handles on knives and all that sort of stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
all sorts
They're
of things you can
money.
do with it. So yeah, much goodwill is spread.
Excellent.
You have
Even
a
for Bob.
possible and you have a possible dungeon.
Yes, indeed.
Small or large, you don't know, but possible. So you probably, when you go out next, you'll want to take some excavation tools. And perhaps
You
a
know,
kit
with
or
the
something.
goodwill and the session wrapping up, can we borrow some of that? Like borrow
Maybe.
an ox and some digging tools for next
But
session?
we've got time enough to send for provisions should we need it.
Yeah,
Desire it.
that's true.
Yeah, well, there'll be a lot of elk jerky. Because they're not
Hey,
going to
whatever you do with your elk's up to you.
All right.
Alrighty, guys. So that's it for this week.
Woohoo! Thank
Well,
you.
good fun. Thank you for
That was a lot of fun.
for DMing for us tonight, Kyle. Thank you, all you
Yeah,
lovely
thank you.
players who were here this
You're
evening.
slowly,
Big
you are slowly clearing the hexes. So
We
you
are.
killed 9 bugbears. Though you
Well,
don't
this was
know
a
how
hex
many there
crawl,
are
not
in
a
total.
sprint. So
Yeah.
And, you killed a pack of wolves, except leaving one survivor, lone wolf.
yeah, he may
and
come
another
back to
one that
haunt
you
us
make
though.
your pet.
Yeah. Now he's got an origin story.
Exactly.
Adventurers killed my parents.
Backstory.
Man. We'll leave that for somebody else's role playing
Yeah.
game, but I want to give a big shout out of appreciation to the DM tonight, Kyle Schuant. Kyle, wonderful as always, my brother. Thank
Yep.
you so much for running tonight.
Thank you.
Vinny, who else we got? Lord Coron out there, Kennick, and Mr. Flowers. Thank you all for being here this evening. I really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun.
Agreed.
We gotta redo the thing. That's not right at all. Let's see. Let's see. I'm all out of aspect ratio there. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Well, anyway, folks, I gotta. What happened here? Where's the thing? Anyway, guys, y'all have an absolutely wonderful evening. I'll try and sort this out later. I will see everyone tomorrow. Like I said, who knows what kind of dumb fun we're going to get into? You don't know. You'll never know. But until then, be good to each other, everybody. All kidding aside, I love you all, and I will see everyone tomorrow night. Peace.
Have you seen my owl bear? Here's to all the weirdos everywhere in the woods and in the air. Have you seen my owl bear? Should I shave off all my hair? Bobs are all around. Some live in tunnels underground. Some are fat, some are rich, some are sleeping in a ditch. Can you ride a crooked horse without a saddle way off course? Naked as a toad all the way to Smoky Joe's. Have you seen the little creep driving fast in his little green Jeep? He smells like fish and brandy, but his rotten teeth look dandy. Take me to the show, I don't care if fast or slow. From action flicks to dancing dicks, just take me to the show.